What's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. Monster Honeys, Monster Hunters. We have ourselves Chameleos. Now, this is a pretty cool monster. I will admit, this is probably one of the dopest monsters I've fought in a really long time. To think there's actually a chameleon, and it actually look and actually move and do everything pretty well. I can't really explain the feelings I have for this bad boy here, but. I mean, they even got the whole, how a chameleon kind of does like that half walk thing with his feet, and like, he's not sure if he's gonna put the foot down or not. I mean, they even get that down there, but anyway, I digress. For simpler-minded people like myself, Chameleos, I'm calling Chameleonaire or Camille. I'm calling Camille. Camille, because that's the lady's name. I like using ladies' names. If you don't understand, that's why I use Maggie instead of Magala, because Magala sounds weird. Anyway, Camille here, it is actually an older monster. It is an elder dragon that was in, I think, Freedom Unites, the games that I did not play, and I never knew this monster even existed, not even a little bit. You know how sometimes you can go back, check out the monster in a wiki for the older games if you missed them, whatever. Or it's not necessarily Monster Hunter Wiki, it's any other wiki. Go back and check. I went back and done that in a while, but I never even noticed this monster, not one bit. And I'm kind of glad I'm getting to fight the bad boy right now. I mean, the armor is nice, the weapons are nice, the hunt is really, really good, and he's a really interesting and tricky little monster to fight. So let me hit you up with some tips real quick before I delve over into his equipment / gear and whatnots. Okay, first and foremost, let me tell you about the fog that you see right here. Whenever he throws his mist up here, he'll do it himself. He'll spit it out through his mouth. Whenever he throws the mist up here, he will go invisible quite often. I'm not 100%, I'm like 98% sure that he can only go, well, he will rather only go invisible with the mist up. If that is 100% the case, and that's 100% the case. If it's not the case, it's just more often than not. Let's say that he will more often than not go invisible with his mist being up. Now, when he goes invisible, it's not necessarily just going invisible. It's more like a teleport. I swear to God, he'll be at one section of the map, go invisible, and then he'll be way at the other end of the map. Okay, way at the other end of the map. So you have to watch out for that. It's kind of like a teleport. Mid-range to long-range teleport. Hell, it's a short to long-range teleport. That's the best way I can call it. Now, with that being said, that's just one of his key tricks that he'll use within the mist. Another tech you have to watch out for. He is another monster who will steal your items, much like the guy Sharpness will steal your items. He will also steal your items, but in doing so, it will actually cost you a lot of health. I mean, this guy, he's no flunky. He actually hits pretty damn hard. I think my defense in here is about, what's that? Yeah, my defense is about 700 in here. I never actually got a chance to make the Chaos Magala armor. I might make it one day or something like that, but I opted to go with my Monodevil armor because it was the one I had upgraded the most at the time. But its defense, well, my defense on here is 703, and he still hits pretty damn hard. Now, his two hardest hitting moves, in my opinion, is the moves I just got hit with. It's like a poison mist spray and his tail lash. Not tail lash, just his tongue lash. With his tongue lash, he'll actually steal an item from you. You know what I mean? I mean, look at me. I'm literally about to die now. So watch out for the tail lash. I mean, not tail, the tongue lash. It'll steal your item. It has incredible range. It hits really, really hard. Also, whenever he's spraying anything out of his mouth, by all means, get the hell away, because that stuff hurts. It'll either be poison or it's going to do some serious damage to you. I mean, so watch out for that. He moves pretty quickly too. He's no little slow mover. He gets around. All right, he definitely gets around. And as you can see, he stole quite a few items from me. So I'm pretty pissed off about that. So try not to get hit with the tongue lash. You know what I mean? Don't hit with the tongue lash. It hits for quite a bit of damage. Try not to get hit. Oh my God, I keep getting hit with that. Try not to get hit with any of his poison mist spray that shoots out of his mouth. You can get hit with the ball of poison, but it has special properties. Now, if he spits the ball of poison and it hits the ground, that area will stay poisoned for a while. Like, it'll be like a poison, like, kind of fog right there where it landed for a while. It'll last for quite a bit of time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Maybe like 30 or so seconds. He has that ability where he'll do that, and he has another ability where he will, much like many other monsters who will secrete whatever it is. Some monsters secrete the stink. Urigan, for example, he secretes the fire or the sleep. I mean, the Gravius does the same thing, but they'll secrete whatever their element is or whatever out from underneath their stomach. So do the same thing with the poison, and it'll be a huge poison area, and it lingers. That's the thing. It doesn't just happen right then there. It's a lingering thing. So he has a lot of that's what I'm talking about. You just see it just sitting there. But that's what. He's a pretty good monster, okay? I can't really get over the fact that he's a really good monster. He's really good hunts. His armor and his weapons is really nice as well. Now, his weapons are the best poison weapons in the game. Okay, him being an Elder Dragon, he automatically has bests onto whatever hell element that he has. So his poison weapons are practically the best in the game. Most poison weapons that are already poison weapons will actually turn into his weapons. I'm looking directly at the dual battle axes. I think maybe the poison battle axe as well. I only know this because I'm making those weapons myself, and they tend to fly right into this guy. But that being said, his armor is insanely good. It's what I like to call my perfect armor set. It has high grade earplugs, high wind resistance, and quite honestly, I don't need anything else. It actually has a lot of skills on there, and it's one of the more common rare 10 armors out there because a lot of people have really good sets. They gem it out so well that there's a multitude of abilities that they have strapped onto him. So they'll have anything between high grade earplugs, high wind resistance, to status crit, to steady hand, to hone blade, to like pretty much anything. Load up. I seen a guy with load up, don't ask questions. I mean, you can have insane amount of abilities with his armor because his armor is just really that good. I can't really explain to you like how versatile his armor is, and it's truly one and only weakness is fire. Now let me tell you something, if his weakness was not fire, he would be the absolute perfect Rathalos and Raytheon slaying armor. Granted, I will still use armor to slay both Rathalos and Raytheon, but his armor, in my opinion, is just OP. His weapons are really, really nice. His armor is incredibly OP. You can gem out incredible skills within his armor. So if you guys are going to do anything with this guy, please make his armor. Actually do everything. Make your weapons and your armor out of this guy. Beat him to a pulp. Make all your stuff. It's a pretty decent fight. It's really fun in my opinion. I didn't have this. The last time I had this much fun fighting a monster was probably Celtis Queen. Which when I was first fighting Celtis Queen, I was like, yo, this is one of those doozy of a fights. It's a man fight. You know what I mean? Where stuff isn't necessarily given to you, but it's not like stupid hard to where you don't want to keep fighting the thing. I mean, I love fighting this thing. I've carded to it a couple of times. We lost out a couple of times, but it's still a really fun quest to actually go and do. With all that being said, I pretty much gave you some tips. You know, just I guess watch out for like those attacks like I was telling about, the mist spray and his tongue lash, because it does some pretty considerable damage, along with the theft of one of your items. And it does not matter what item it is. I mean, he stole mega potions, he stole max potion, he stole cool drinks from me. I mean, he just steals whatever the hell he wants. So be on the lookout for that. Not much else to say, so let's talk about the next installment. Now, the next video you guys will see from me, that is Monster Hunter Base. I actually and truthfully don't really know what video that might be. I'm thinking it'll be GOG or something like that, because everyone is saying that GOG is supposed to be next. If he is next, then you'll definitely catch that video. I'm going to actually take a very small break, not necessarily a break, but I need time to actually make weapons and whatnot, because I don't have any real G rank weapons. I have, I think, 3 or 4 G rank weapons, and way too many armor. So I have to go back and actually fix my armory up, so that way I have weapons that go across the entire spectrum. And then once I do, you'll get whatever videos we have left. Excuse me. But before I do that, I have to give you guys the Ukanlos, Ukanlos. I just call him Uncle, because I didn't give him to you the very first time I fought him around, so I decided I'll give him to you when I fight him in the G rank spectrum. So if you were wondering where that fight was, because there was a certain individual who was actually wondering where that fight was, I got you back right here. So with all that being said, it's been your boy Dak908, aka the Dig Dug himself. In about 14 or 15 days, Splatoon will drop. So if I don't have all this stuff done by the time Splatoon drops, you'll see another quick hiatus in terms of Monster Hunter, because I am very excited for Splatoon, and I will be uploading gameplay footage of that as soon as the game drops as well. Doesn't mean you guys are gonna get a back burner like that. It just means because it's a new game and I'm really hyped for the game, and the hype for the game itself is pretty much up there. You're gonna be catching some gameplay of that. So if you want to, you know, see some Splatoon from yours truly that isn't a massive rage fest, it's actually more controlled like this, where I sit behind the microphone and actually tell you about what happened, you got it coming. But if you want to see some of that stuff right now, I still have some Splatoon gameplay that you guys have not seen. I will break them up into my best games and kind of put like a 10-minute video together and just talk about tactics within Splatoon if you care to hear it. I mean, I don't want to upload something that you guys don't necessarily want to see, but if you want to see me talk about Splatoon and some of the tactics and things like that going to involve in my true opinions and things on it, please let me know in the comment section, because it's kind of a thing I really want to do, but I don't want to do if you guys don't want to see it, you know what I mean? I don't want to give you something that you don't want. I mean, that's like saying, yo Dak, I'm gonna give you a jar of mayonnaise. I don't want this shit. I really don't. I mean, I don't eat mayonnaise at all. I don't really eat food that is white, like actual white foods. I mean, you know, like I don't eat ranch, I don't, you know, mayonnaise. The only whitish substance of food that I would eat was probably Alfredo sauce within chicken Alfredo, something like that. But that's beyond the point. What I'm trying to say is, though, I'm trying to give you guys stuff that you actually care to see, because if you don't want to see it, I don't want to put it on there so you guys can get mad at me or whatever. So if you want to see me give my true thoughts and opinions and actually break down some Splatoon gameplay that I have recorded from the global test fire, let me know. If not, just let me know if you want to see some Splatoon when the game drops on the 29th. It's been your boy.